What's up, Jersey? You're tuned into your favorite Jersey girl. Yep, I'm claiming it. You're tuned into your favorite Jersey girl, MiraB, onto your MiraB here at Tappin Radio from 7 to 8 p.m. Now, before we get started with today's show, I just want to take the time to seriously reflect and acknowledge the fact that while we're still in this global pandemic, everyone may not be having a great run through the year as you have had or as you are having. So we must be mindful of those who are suffering from mental illness or suffering from, just not having their finances where they want it to be. Like a lot of people are really, not where they want to be as we go through this pandemic and it gets low. But I just want to send everybody some love for a second and just let you know that I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, but we're going to get through this together. And speaking of mental illness, while we're on the topic, I wouldn't be MiraB if I didn't take it here. But speaking of mental illness, what's going on with Azealia Banks? Somebody tell me what's going on with Azealia Banks. I mean, we should be concerned. The lady, if you guys don't know who Azealia Banks is, I don't either. But I just know she was on Wildin' Out, and she has music. Apparently, she's a rapper. I don't really know her music. I mean, she has a song called 212 out, but again, I don't even know that song. I just heard someone tell me. But I know Azealia from being a little, off the hook is the best way I could put it. Now, recently, she's been in the headlines because Azealia has. I can't even brace myself to tell y'all this. Okay, y'all ready? Sit down if you're not already. Azealia has taken her dead cat, right? Her cat passed away 3 months ago. She took her dead cat and dug it up from the ground and boiled it. She cooked it. She cooked her cat in her house, and it did not stop there. If that doesn't spook you out enough, she took the skull of her dead cat after boiling it and hung it on her wall. Now, I don't know. I'm scared. Honestly, listen, I don't know. Azealia is scaring me. I heard something before. Azealia, she has she's been sacrificing chickens in her closet. Man, listen, look. I don't know. As I said, the pandemic has been it's been playing on everybody differently. I don't know if this was already Azealia or what's going on. I know before this, she even went to her Instagram live and said that she's gonna make herself as bald as a seal, and she did just that. She did just that. But Azealia, if you need help, my sister, reach out. I mean, seriously, reach out. I mean, I'm still on the cat. You dug up the cat, you boiled the cat, then you put the skull of the cat on your wall. I don't know what kind of rituals or what's going on in Azealia Banks' house, but I don't even know what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay out of that. You know what I'm saying? You're tapped in. I can't get my words together, y'all. I'm scared. Stuff like that is scary. I don't even know what to say. I'm just sending love to Azealia. If there's something wrong, sister, holla. Reach out. We got you. Our sisters, we stand with each other, all right? You're tapped into MiraB on Tappin Radio from 7 to 8 p.m. We'll be right back.
You know we don't give a fuck. You know we'll touch it up.
Jersey! Shout out to J Hood. I don't know. I guess I was just feeling J Hood for a sec. Shout out to J Hood, man, because he did come on the show and show me some love. Jersey, what's good? Let's talk, okay? Let's talk. Now, today's question of the day, for you guys who don't know, I have a question of the day every Tuesday. We're going to kick it off with the question of the day early today, all right? Now, today's question of the day is colorism a deal breaker when pursuing a relationship or friendship with people? Now, I put that up on Instagram. You guys know I love to have you vote. 86% of you say yes, colorism is a deal breaker in your friendships and relationships, and 14% of you said no. Okay, shout out to that 14 for being bold, but me personally, I believe colorism is a deal breaker. Why? For those of you who don't know about colorism, let me educate y'all real quick. Okay. So colorism is discrimination towards a person based on their skin color. Now, to piggyback off today's question of the day, the term colorism has been definitely dawning on me a lot lately. Definitely. It's something that I didn't really have to, per se, deal with growing up. I guess because when you speak of colorism, you more so are speaking in terms of discriminating darker tones. So I don't feel like I had to go through that growing up. However, I choose not to be ignorant to that. You know what I'm saying? So I've had conversation with my darker toned friends and asked them, have they had to experience, being discriminated or anyone treating them differently or treating them like they're the ugly girl? Have they ever gotten the whole "you are pretty for a dark skinned girl" thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really wanted to really get into my friend's mind and ask them what are some experiences that they've had being a darker girl. So now that I know and now that I have educated myself, I encourage you all to do the same. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't think that it's true that, people, sometimes it's hard what it is. Sometimes it's hard for us to step out of our own bubbles. You know what I'm saying? We have our own world going on. Our life is this way. And sometimes it's hard for us to see things from someone else's shoes or someone else's perspective. So I like to make sure, and that could just be the Gemini in me, but I like to make sure that I, see things from a different perspective when I have the opportunity to. So with that being said, now that I have a sense of what colorism is and I'm able to call it out when I see it, let's start calling it out. All right? Because at the end of the day, black is black and black is beautiful, baby. It don't matter if you're light skin, dark skin, yellow, purple, or blue. Black is black and black is beautiful. And I think that's the problem now. What we need to stop doing as a people is making a divide. At the end of the day, we're all African American. There's no need to make a divide within this race and say, oh, light skins versus dark skins. I see it all the time on social media. People saying, if you light skin this or if you're dark skin that, or I need a dark skin girl I need a light skin girl who, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into preferences and things later because we know how people can get when it comes to sugarcoating the preference thing, hence to last week's question of the day. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, all of this came after hearing Jazmine Sullivan's latest project, Hotels. If you guys haven't heard that, tap into that because sis, Jazmine Sullivan, R&B is making a comeback. Whether y'all believe it or not, R&B is making its comeback, and I'm here for it. A lot of my friends like to say I'm in my feelings a lot because I like to listen to R&B music. No, I just like R&B music. I just love it. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely making its comeback because genuine, good, soulful R&B has taken a break, I would say. Has taken a break, and music artists like Ari Lennox, Jazmine Sullivan, Queen Naija, I don't want to leave anybody out, but there's so many artists who are bringing back that sound. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here for it. So as I was saying, Jazmine Sullivan's latest project, Hotels. If you haven't heard it, you guys want to go take a listen. Now, amongst the 14-track EP is a single titled Price Tags featuring Anderson .Paak. And in that single, it's a nice song overall, but in that single, there's just one problematic line. Now, before I give y'all that line, let's just give you a rundown of the single itself. Now, the song comes from two different perspectives. Jazmine Sullivan sings from a perspective of a woman who is making demands and telling her man, you got to buy me some nice things in order to sleep with me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now, we all know who the city girls are, but instead of rap form, more in R&B form, okay? And again, I'm here for it. Now, in the song, she says, you guys know I gotta keep it PG. In the song, she says, they don't want to see me drip like a faucet. I can be a freak, throw it back, let you toss it. Spend a few stacks, keep a bad B happy. Real N-words know what make a B get nasty. Flashy, that's how I dress if you ask me. Pass me, you broke. N-words can't catch me. Period. Okay, Jazmine? Beautiful song. Now, Anderson .Paak, he's coming from the perspective of a man who is frustrated and tired of the city girls, okay? He is tired of a woman who is constantly trying to use him for his money, drain his pockets. We done with that, okay? That's what he's saying. Now, in the song, his lyrics be, tricking off for dollars, spending my hard-earned, I'd rather get a purse than deal with the heartburn. Bars, okay? He said, she don't want to work, she taking the week off. I'm starting to think you don't even have a job. Look at your exes. All of them are ball players. 2012 Lexus, and it still ain't pay off yet. Okay. Now, like I said, overall, the song is good. Great song. If you guys haven't heard it, go check it out. But there's just this one problematic line, and that is, Anderson .Paak says later in the song, forget it, mama told me to put the kid in, whoa, so I did it, yes. but the baby came out black as Samuel in Pulp Fiction. Whoa, I'm light skinned, and whoa, my granddaddy is Indian. You effing with the lineage and my dividends. Okay, so he's basically saying the girl had a baby and the baby didn't look like him. Don't make me pay for child support for a baby that's not mine. Now, those of you who don't know Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson played Jules Winfield in that movie. And, you know, he had the curly fro going on. And you guys probably know what he said. What was he saying, man? He was like, say it again. He said something. He was like, say it again. When the guy was in the chair, Samuel Jackson. Pulp Fiction. You guys, if you don't know, classic. Go check that out as well. Now, a fan read, because clearly, I know, because now when I heard it, right, let me say, first before I get into the fans, when I heard it, I was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to skip past and act like I ain't just hear him say that the baby was black as Samuel in Pulp Fiction. Now, I get where Anderson .Paak was going with the song, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He probably genuinely just meant like, you know, this woman saying she has a baby and the baby didn't look like him. Okay, but you have to watch how you say things, because now he said it in a way where it's coming off like he's not able to produce dark-skinned babies. How? You know what I'm saying? How, Sway? So look, one fan on Twitter said, oh wow, Anderson .Paak was very colorist on price tags. I'm just tired, ... I'm mother effing tired, okay? Now another fan said, Anderson .Paak verse on price tags is a little colorist, LOL. Especially the line about the baby coming out dark skinned, so it can't be his. And it messing with his lineage, and his granddaddy is Indian, right? Okay? You're still able to produce black babies, love. It's okay. It's okay to have a dark-skinned baby. Okay? Now, another fan said, as much as I love Anderson .Paak and as much as I love price tags, his verse is anti-black and colorist AF. I know neither will address it, but them last couple of lines are hella cringe, okay? Now, some fans even took it as far to suggest that Jasmine Sullivan replaced Anderson .Paak's verse with the verse from Kendrick Lamar or Andre 3000. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for Andre 3000. I'm definitely here for that. I'm definitely here for Kendrick as well. If you want to throw J. Cole in it, if you want to throw maybe Jay-Z, I'm here for it. Just like, you know, that old feel, you know, that poetic feel to the song, I would definitely love to hear. I definitely am with the Andre 3000 feature, though. I'm definitely with that. Now, along with this very problematic line, there are a few other celebrities who don't get a pass from being a colorist. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like celebrities need to stop getting a pass when they say certain things, because at the end of the day, with the platform that they have, you ought to be showing us that we should come together. Stop dividing the black community on who's red bone, yellow bone, light skin, black skin. At the end of the day, we're all black. We're all African American. So I just feel like, with that being said, we're about to out a few celebrities. All right, let's get into it. Now, as much as I like his music, Kodak Black on his song Fresh Out, which was released in 2017, it doesn't matter though. We're going to get into why it doesn't matter, but don't try to say that was mad long ago. For those of you who are ready to make an excuse already, no. Okay? Now, in his song Fresh Out, the rapper said, A, with them yellow bones, I don't want no black B. I'm already black, don't need no black B. Okay? Kodak. It doesn't stop there, because after that, on a live that Kodak had before he was arrested, obviously, the rapper said, Keke Palmer, she's straight. I would back her, but you know, I don't really like black girls like that. What? Let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. Now, in an interview, Kodak Black said, light-skinned women are too sensitive. Dark-skinned girls are too tough. If that wasn't bad enough, he tried to clear it up by saying, I love black African Americans, but I don't like black B words. Let me say that again. He said, I love black African Americans, but I don't like black B words like this. And then he pointed to himself, obviously showing he doesn't like girls who are as dark as him. And then he said, I like yellow hoes. So not only are you ignorant, you just have no respect for a woman, period. I just think that any man, and let me take this time, because even my friends who know me from back home, or if you even have a conversation with me, because I don't care who you are, I'm gonna correct you if I hear it. I don't like hearing guys refer to women as the B word. I don't like hearing guys referring to women as hoes. At the end of the day, we're women. That's it, period. It's nothing else to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like men have gotten too comfortable. You hear a guy telling a story to his friends before, and he say something like, oh yeah, I was with this little B the other day. What? Half the time you boys know not to say it in the girl face. Y'all know that, well, depending on who you with, honestly, because some girls don't know no better either. My sisters, we gonna elevate though. I'm gonna teach y'all the way, because we can't let these guys continue to be comfortable with calling us out our name. We're nothing short of a queen, baby. Don't let him, don't let these guys do that. Now, Stefflon Don said on her Twitter one time, all you dark-skinned hating on light-skinned bees, don't act like if God gave you a chance, you wouldn't change your color. LOL. Okay, I'm going to skip forward from that, because to be honest, I don't even know who Stefflon Don is, honestly. I just saw the tweet after doing my research, and I'm like, all right, why would you say that? Like, why would you use your platform to say, if you had a chance, you know you would choose to be something other than what you are? This is the problem now. And as a woman, I would think that you would want to push the idea to help women feel comfortable in their skin. This is why you have many girls now who are insecure about themselves and want to change the skin they're in. Besides, I wouldn't be listening to nobody tell me about wanting to change my skin color who wanted to change their body type. If you got on the table under the knife, you shouldn't be talking about nobody's skin color wanting to change nothing, because you ain't happy with yourself, sis. Anyway, Queen Naija. Queen Naija said, it seems like always little black nappy-headed girls would bully me. Now, I want to stand with Queen, right? Because I understand that let me put some context to these words. Within this scenario, Queen was explaining that she got bullied a lot when she was younger. And so these are the words that she used, pretty colorful words, but these are the words that she used to describe the females who would bully her back then. So she said, it seems like little black nappy-headed girls will always bully me. And then she went on to say, ugly people always had something to say. And then she tried to correct herself. I give her that. She tried to correct herself, but it didn't help, because then she said, black little girls bullying me with terrible hairstyles. So not only did she start off by saying nappy-headed, ugly black girls, when she corrected herself, quote unquote, she corrected herself and said, black little girls bullying me with terrible hairstyles. Now, that's Queen's perspective. Sis could have truly thought that the hairstyles were terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's just the nappy adjective. See, Queen is black, right? Queen is black. She isn't all black. She is Arabian, I believe. Her father's Arabian, her mom's black. So Queen doesn't get a pass. I love you, Queen. And if you guys haven't listened to Queen's latest album, check it out. But Queen, Naija, sis, I think that Queen's learned her lesson, though. I think that Queen knows what she said was pretty stupid, to the least to say. I think she knows that it was stupid. Now, she has apologized multiple times for saying this. She said that that's not what she meant, and she knows that what she said before was ignorant, and she wasn't, this is her exact words, by the way. She said she wasn't deeply rooted into her culture, and she didn't think that her words would offend anyone. But now that she has seen that her words did offend people, she wants to take it back. She wants to apologize. Queen. I would say maybe the better time to apologize for it would have been prior to getting called out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times these celebrities say crazy things and then we don't hear an apology or any remorse until after they get called out for it and everyone wants to cancel them. That's when we hear this big apology. I'm sorry, I never meant to say it. And no, Queen. A lot of people have been sticking that to Queen, especially after one time in the Shade Room comments. We know these celebrities are famous for clapbacks. One time Queen clapped back at a fan and told them to take a bleach bath. Now, I think that Queen is also the kind of person to put her foot in her mouth. I don't think that Queen, thinks before she speaks. And I also don't think that she meant any harm by the bleach bath comment. However, due to her previous comments where she said nappy-headed black girls, it wasn't hard for fans to be like, all right now. If I was Queen, I would just stay away from anything having to do with anyone being darker than her or any. At this point, Queen, if you really didn't mean it, she ought to start uplifting the black women. You know what I'm saying? I just think she ought to start uplifting the black woman. Show that is genuine. Show that is genuine, sis. I'm saying I stand with Queen, but Queen, you just gotta watch what you say, sis. Just watch what you say. That's it. Now, in regards to my question last week, if you guys were tuned in, there was a big thing. If you guys, first of all, let me just say now, MiraB does not encourage violence, negative energy, drama. Last week's question of the day really shook the table, for real. And I mean that because it got crazy within the comments, within my DMs. A lot of people were offended. A lot of people it was a lot. It was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot. So I just want to say, when I have question of the day, I love intellectual debates, but I love it at just that, an intellectual debate. I don't want it to be an argument. I don't want y'all trying to pull each other's teeth out. It's just, let me see your perspective and you see mine, and that's that. We can further elaborate on it, and that's that. We don't gotta get to the violence, y'all. Okay? No, that's not what MiraB is about at all. Now, let's talk about preference, right? Because at the end of the day, for the celebrities or anyone who feels like they don't want, let me see. If anyone who feels like they prefer to date light-skinned women or prefer to date dark-skinned women, right? I feel like that's not a problem. Can that be a preference? Yes. You can prefer to date light-skinned women. You can prefer to date dark-skinned women. What you're not going to do, though, is whatever is out of your preference. You don't have to downgrade or speak negatively on whatever's out of your preference. I used to say I love light-skinned men. I don't know, that's my thing. I just always say I love light-skinned men. Today, it's a completely different story. However, when I liked light-skinned men, you would not hear me saying, oh, because dark-skinned men are this, that, and the third, anything negative. No, we don't put down our kings. That's the problem, okay? Because I just feel like that's the problem. So in relation to last week's question of the day, right? Just like the whole bisexual man thing where there's nothing wrong with having a type. We got to stop trying to guilt people into feeling like because you don't rock with this certain group of people, like there's something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a preference that someone likes darker girls or is a preference that someone likes lighter girls, there's nothing wrong with having a preference or a type. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the point that you are now downgrading what's outside of your preference, now I believe that I see that as colorism, or at the point that you are saying in regards to last week's question of the day, at the point that you are saying, oh, I can't date a bisexual man because I can't think of my boyfriend getting duped in the butt by another dude, then that is homophobia. And that is when you call people out on it. There's nothing wrong with saying I prefer to not date a bisexual man because whatever your reasons are, but there is something wrong with moving on to now downplay or speak negatively upon bisexual men. Because at the end of the day, what they do to you, okay? What did the light-skinned woman do to you? What did the dark-skinned woman do to you? Okay? People, we have got to learn and get in the habit of knowing your preference, knowing your type, and letting that be that, okay? We don't need to even make the announcement on it. We don't even need to downplay whatever is outside of our preference, because at the end of the day, what you don't like, somebody else will, boo. We don't need your negativity. And with that being said, I'll be right back. to talk to y'all about some more band. We ready? We about to be right back. You guys know you kicking it with your girl MiraB on Tap In Radio. What's up, you guys? You're officially tuned back in to Tea with MiraB on Tap In Radio, just to kick it with your girl MiraB from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, before I say anything else, are you following me on Instagram? If you're not, follow the kid on Instagram at TEAWITHMIRAB. Okay, I follow back. You know what? I slept on my own goals. I have to say that. I slept on my own goals. I was supposed to reach 1,000 followers on Instagram by the new year. It is officially January 12th, and I have not fulfilled that. So you know what? I owe it to y'all. I owe it to myself to make sure that I fulfill that. Let me see where I'm at with it right now. Let's see if it's possible. I'm at 935, y'all. It could happen. Okay, it can happen. I need y'all help. Don't tune in and not support and not follow. Come on now, we doing this for Jersey. We putting on for Jersey. I need y'all's help. Follow the kid at Tea with MiraB on Instagram. Now let's talk about this crazy country we got. All right, we living in a crazy world these days. Now, shout out to Airbnb, because Airbnb announces a capital safety plan to ban rioters and hate groups ahead of the inauguration. Now, if you're excited like me, January 20th, I'm ready to get Donald Trump out the office, okay? Maybe he'll get impeached beforehand, but I'm ready to get Donald Trump out the office, and I'm ready to welcome in Joe Biden, especially because if you're a college student like me, you need that $10,000 taken off them student loans, okay? So Biden, I hope you come through with that. And if you're broke like me in this pandemic, I need that $2,000 stimulus check, okay? $600 ain't gonna cut it, even though, you know, I never even got a stimulus check to begin with. But that's neither here or there, y'all. I don't know. If you ain't get one, let me know on Instagram at MiraB. What's your mood, man? How has the pandemic been affecting you? What are you feeling like? Because I know it's been crazy thus far. Hopefully, 2021 brings brighter days. But I don't know. Azealia Banks gives me the feeling that 2021 it might be still looking like 2020, okay? Now, 2 U.S. Capitol police officers have been suspended for their alleged involvement in the riots. Even one officer took selfies with the rioters amongst their quote-unquote protests. That wasn't a protest. That was a flat-out break-in. However, that officer now will be facing consequences. How do we feel about that? I know so many people were saying like, oh, these people never, they never receive punishment for what they've done. It's always us. So at the end of the day, for once, we're seeing, people get arrested. We're seeing, people get suspended, fired. Yeah. I think I'll be more happy and satisfied when I see actual consequences. When I see y'all do things like make Mr. and you know what? I don't even know his name, but Mr. Man with the horns who had the fur coat in the Capitol building with the painted face, who now is screaming that he can't eat nothing but organic food. I'll feel better when we treat them equally. I'll feel better. That's all I'm gonna say. But let's get into this inauguration thing. Let's talk about what's going on. So apparently, there's a warning going out right now. Bush, Obama, and Clinton reportedly, Bush, Obama, and Clinton have said that they will reportedly come support Joe Biden on Inauguration Day. Obviously because sore loser Trump does not want to pass down the torch. Such a sore loser, Trump. You such a sore loser, and you really make us Geminis look bad, man. You really make me, like, I hate that you are a Gemini. You make us look so bad. Now, according to what I'm on, okay. According to BBC News, There are reports of armed groups planning to gather at all 50 state capitals in Washington, D.C. in the run-up to January 20th inauguration date. Now, security will be tight for the event after a pro-Trump mob stormed Congress. House Democrats say a vote to impeach the president will happen on Wednesday. A lot of you are like, what is this impeachment thing that I'm talking about now? They accuse President Trump of incitement of insurrection and say the vote will be held unless Vice President Mike Pence invokes constitutional powers to remove Mr. Trump from office. There is no sign that Mike Pence is prepared to do so. Now, we've seen early in the week that Trump actually turned against Mike Pence. We seen that. We saw him out in some tweets that I can't even show y'all. Why? Because I love to see it. Almost every social media platform has banned Donald Trump from using their services. And if you guys are like me, I'm satisfied. I love to see it. I love to see it. I mean, we have knowledge now that Trump has 2 warrants out for his arrest in different countries. Listen, I'm not trying to say I wish anyone gets arrested, or I tell you what I do wish. I just wish that Trump finds his way out of the office. I'm ready to move on. I feel like it's been very heavy lately as far as, the divide. That's what I'm saying. And just going back to earlier of how people are trying to make a divide within the black community, how light skin versus dark skin. We don't need the divide. We actually need, especially in today's climate, we need everyone to stick together, because we have people who want to be oppressed so bad to the point that they refuse to wear masks in a global pandemic because they're being told what to do. We have people who didn't get the win that they wanted to. Shout out to Georgia, man. Y'all really held it down, because now we have a full Democratic House. I'm just saying. Shout out to Georgia. We have people who are upset with the results, and they go and storm the U.S. Capitol. I'm just saying, we don't need any more divide within our community. Within our community, we already have a division within races. I just feel like the world won't heal unless it starts within first. You know what I'm saying? I need our people to stand together, and that's the bottom line that I'm saying. All right, we don't need any more divide. Hashtag stick together. Hashtag stay together. All right, we just don't need it. We need our people to stand together. So if you know someone out there who is not upholding that, correct them, nip it in the butt, let them know. That's it. We're not doing the dark skin versus light skin thing no more. We're not doing the bisexual man versus the straight man. We're not doing none of that. Stop putting people against each other. You like what you like, and that's it. Just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to you. That's it, people. All right? Now, speaking of uplifting and supporting one another, you guys know what time it is. It's time for that Jersey Spotlight. Let me shine the light on let me get my light together, okay? Now, today's Jersey Spotlight will be shined on Mike Laurie Bluto, if you guys want to follow him on Instagram, at Mike Laurie Bluto. But today's Jersey Spotlight is shined on at Mike Laurie, featuring Tax G with their single Outside. You tuned into MiraB on Tapping Radio.
Hate when I go out, but she just don't want to pressure me. Every time I make it back to her, it's like ecstasy. Ain't no love in these streets, but it got the best of me.
Too much going on outside, and I need you home, babe. Baby, please come home, babe. I need you. Too much going on outside, and I need you home, babe.
You guys just heard today's Jersey Spotlight, which is Mike Laurie featuring Tax G with their single Outside. Show Jersey love, okay? Those 2 artists are from Plainfield, New Jersey. Show Jersey love. You gotta show your city love. Now, before we get out of here, I put on my story earlier and asked you guys, what are some things that you want to see from MiraB? And I'm about to read what you guys said. And let's see what y'all talking about. What do y'all want to see from MiraB? Okay, now, someone said, can you make a Buss It challenge? Okay. Shout out to Erica Banks. I definitely seen that lately. A lot of people doing the busted challenge. You know what? Stay tuned. I might. Why not? Okay. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I did want to start getting on TikTok, but back when I, even began thinking about the whole TikTok thing, it was like Trump saying like, TikTok was hacking in our phones and getting information, and then he was gonna ban TikTok. And honestly, I haven't looked that way since. I haven't looked at TikTok since that whole situation happened. But I might make an account considering now they banned Trump. Look how karma works. Look how that worked out for him. He tried to ban them, and then they turned around and banned him from their platform. I'm just saying. Anyway, now, someone said, we want to see more girl discussions like The View. Okay, now, if you haven't, tune into my YouTube channel because I definitely have girl discussions. Shout out to Dante Inferno. Shout out to, I had Becky on the Block. I had Talks with Shayla. I had a lot of female, The View panels on Tea with MiraB so far. But if you want to see more, I got you. Stay tuned. And I even had some sit downs with my brothers, okay? But we understand that there's never enough, okay? I love y'all. So if you want more, I heard you. I got you, okay? I got you. Someone said, will you be doing things on Tea with MiraB outside of Tap and Radio? Okay. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned to the YouTube channel. I definitely want to bring more content to my YouTube channel. If you guys paid attention last week, I said I'll be dropping something for Let's Talk About It Thursday, which is the new segment that I've started on my Instagram account. So stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. Someone said, will you ever shoot a cameo for the Tea with MiraB soundtrack? Man, stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. It's like we are definitely, we're here with it. We're definitely here with it. I definitely do want to shoot a cameo for Tea with MiraB soundtrack. I definitely do. A lot of you guys have complimented my soundtrack. Honestly, I love my soundtrack. Every time I hear it before band plays it, I'm in the groove here. Like I'm in the groove. I just love it. I don't know. Something about it is just so cute. Shout out to Safa, man. Shout out to Safa for making that soundtrack for me. Bam, you want to give it a spin? Tea with MiraB, hot, the hot tea. Tea with MiraB, hot, the hot tea. Okay. Shout out to Jersey. That's the cutest soundtrack ever. Shout out to Safa. Sis just put out a new single too, so definitely go check out her Instagram at, let me get it right, because I got to give Safa some love before I get on out of here today, because sis freaked that. She freaked that. Her Instagram, if you guys want to know who made that lovely intro, her Instagram is at Universal with 2 L's and 2 underscores, okay? She just released a single called Keep Me Going. Safa is that. She's up next, okay? Jersey supports Jersey. You guys know you're rocked in with your girl, MiraB, on Tap and Radio. Tea with MiraB. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Up next, we have Deeper Than Comedy. Stay tuned on Tap and Radio. See you guys next week.